Yeah, and I'm starting just like, again, maybe just about a minute or two early just to make sure that the signal is good. I'm trying to get used to these YouTube lives. I was sitting on the couch and I was going through my emails and I had my cup of coffee in my lap, and my little dog, Minka, who is ready to jump up on my lap right now, jumped up on my lap this morning, and my phone landed in my coffee cup. So that was a little bit of a nerve-wracking experience. But everything's good, and I'm using my phone to film this now. So far, so good. So, welcome, and I'm so glad you're here for Tip Tuesday. And we're going to talk about the absolute very worst foods for your skin. And I'm telling you personally that, good morning, Liz. Good morning. So happy you're joining me. Some of these foods have broken my heart. I know they're bad. And what I'm hoping is that at the end of this few minutes, maybe we can help each other and share some good ideas. Oh, great. Liz, thank you. I've been working on the background. Thank you for noticing. All right, I'm scared too to talk about these because genetics play a role, lifestyle plays a role, and your environment plays a role in your overall health and your skin health, as we know. But what we eat plays a huge role. And sugar, oh my gosh, it's number one. Sugar is the number one worst food for your skin, and it's also what contributes to accelerated aging. Okay, so I feel like I can't even listen to myself talk on this because this is really hard for me. I have a sweet tooth. I don't know about you, but at the end of this, I want to share some of my tips for kind of curbing that sweet tooth, and I'm hoping that maybe you can share some of your tips as well as far as foods you use to replace that sweet tooth. Okay, but what sugar does, it actually directly affects the proteins that make our skin plump and springy. Hi, Renee. Renee, so nice to have you joining us this morning. What it does is it causes the proteins in our skin to become stiff and malformed, and they don't regenerate back. Okay, that's really scary. Big culprits here. I know you're not going to want to hear this. Ice cream. Huge when it comes to that. Okay, so what can we do? We can opt for dark chocolate or an acai bowl instead. Those are loaded with antioxidants that neutralize free radicals. Okay, so sugar is number one. I know I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but I'm just trying to remind you that we've got to come up together with some healthier options to curb those sweet tooths and carb cravings, because the number two worst enemy for your skin is bagel for breakfast. No, not a good idea. Toast for breakfast, not the best idea, especially white toast. You're better off skipping it. These are high glycemic foods. They trigger a sugar spike in your blood that leads to a cascade of hormones. So instead, you definitely want to try non-processed carbs, or oats. So that might be a very good idea. Oh, it's saying I have a bad connection. I'm so sorry. I hope that you can see me. Maybe somebody let me know. Sorry about that. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, number three, fast foods. Fast foods, good morning, Cheryl. Cut carbs completely, yes. And your skin is so much better, yes. And Willing Beauty, of course, helps. All right, I know cutting carbs is what I've been trying to do lately. I've been trying to really be conscious of that, but it's not easy. I went out to dinner the other night with friends. There's a basket of bread. Somebody ordered a meal that had this amazing macaroni and cheese that they wanted me to try. It's not easy, so we have to figure it out. All right, fast food. Again, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I'm just reminding you because maybe you're noticing your kids are craving these things as well. So we need to nip it in the bud and help them make better choices. Fast foods are very high on the glycemic index. They contribute to acne and other skin issues, so we really should avoid it entirely. How about this? Sodas, as many of you know, of course, but how about juices? Juices are really high in sugar, and they're called non-hydrating drinks. Okay, non-hydrating. I have an alternative. I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. I have a tray full of stuff over here that I'm going to share with you. But juices and sodas, they're non-hydrating drinks. They're also very high in sugars, which means more breakouts and more wrinkles. So cut them out if you can, okay? And then the last one, and I cannot even believe this because I don't know about you, but I grew up on milk. Milk! All right, so milk can be full of growth hormones and growth factors that remain biologically active even after it has been pasteurized, which is scary. And these hormones can actually result in an overproduction of oil in our skin cells, which leads to clogged pores. So you might want to think about substituting for almond milk or coconut milk. I use almond milk. I have a new espresso machine, so I make a latte with almond milk. I try not to overdo it, but it is hard to replace some of these things, especially when they're staples, things that we've grown up on. Okay, so let's quickly go over a list of good for you foods, and then I'll share what I brought out, and then I'd love for you to share some recipes and ideas for carbs and almond milk in the smoothies. Yes, Liz, I do that too. All right, so here are a list of good for you foods. Butternut squash, full of, I hope I say this right, carotenoids. I don't know if I'm saying that properly, which are full of powerful antioxidants that may work to improve skin tone by reducing skin cell damage. And you can use that spaghetti squasher to make butternut squash spaghetti, which is good. Brazil nuts. Nuts in general are really good, but Brazil nuts in particular are a leading source of selenium, which acts like an antioxidant in the body and helps prevent skin damage. Flaxseed oil. Liz, maybe you add a little bit of flaxseed oil to those smoothies too. That's a great idea. You can do that. That helps improve skin hydration. Kiwi. This is why I had this pictured on my Instagram. One single kiwi, those little baby kiwi, provides more than the daily required or recommendation. Oh, chia seeds, yes, too. Requirement of vitamin C, more than an orange. So kiwi. Load up on those this summer. Okay, now this next one I'm really happy about. Again, we're talking about the good for you foods. Coffee. Thank you, coffee. Okay, so coffee is loaded with polyphenols and caffeine and can actually offer protection against a potentially fatal form of skin cancer, melanoma. Okay. Continue to drink your coffee in bliss. Just maybe use almond milk creamer. All right, and then finally salmon, and I know a lot of you are aware of this. It's loaded with long chain omega fatty acids that helps combat inflammation in the body and also allows your cells to hold more moisture. So this is about feeding your skin well. Okay, so this is where I want your help and your tips. So leave your comments below, please. But I've tried to figure out some alternatives to my sweet tooth and my carb cravings, right? But let's talk about ways we can substitute the sugary juices and sodas. I don't know if any of you have discovered this, but it's called True Lemon, okay? And it comes in lots of flavors. There's only 1 gram of sugar. I'm addicted right now to the strawberry lemonade. Look at how awesome this is. It comes in these little packets. They sell these in the grocery store. The other one I like is the watermelon fresca. It's amazing, and it helps me get my water in because I get it. I know that there's something about a juice and the sweetness, that sort of thing. This is awesome. Okay, so that's my first trick. All right. After I work out, I'm pretty hungry. I get in the car and you don't know what's going to happen. So I typically leave one of these Justin's almond butter. And I love this. Oh, LaCroix. I think so, Liz. Yeah, I think that's like a flavored sparkling water. Those are really good. I love those beverages. That's a good alternative for soda. All right, so anyway, these Justin's almond butters, I love the maple. All it is dry roasted almonds, maple sugar, palm oil, and sea salt. And they're really great, and they help kind of cut that sweet craving. Okay, almonds, love a handful of almonds. So super good for you. So I keep these on hand. They have manganese, selenium, calcium, vitamin E, all sorts of good things in almonds. So bring these to the beach for the kids. I think that might be a good idea. And then fill their water bottles with one of these and see how happy they are because they come in really good flavors. Okay, my next one, this is for when I have a sweet tooth. And I use almond milk with this. And this is something new I discovered. And it was in the gluten-free aisle. This is the Mocha Cappuccino Mousse Mix. And all you have to do is take 1 envelope of these and 3/4 of a cup of, I use almond milk, you can use coconut milk, and an electric mixer, and it makes this like mousse consistency. And it, again, because I love ice cream and I don't know what to do without it, so I'm trying to come up with better choices. And then finally, kind of like that breakfast alternative, this is Paleo Nola. So it's paleo granola. It has really simple ingredients: almonds, pecans, pepitas, walnuts, coconut oil. Okay, and this flavor is actually maple pancake. And I really like it. And I don't even eat a lot. I just eat a little bit, just like a handful, to just really, and it's only 8 grams of carbs and it has 2 grams of dietary fiber. So you can actually subtract that from the carbs, and only 4 grams of sugar. So those are a few of my personal tips that I wanted to share with all of you as far as options for carbs and for that sweet tooth that I have. And they do tend to work. I'm not saying every now and then I slide a little bit, but I try to bring it back and control it. And I'm hoping that we can share together some healthier options to keep our skin and our bodies feeling and looking great. So subscribe to this channel. Invite your friends, bring them here for more beauty insights and Tip Tuesdays. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to actually do our YouTube live at 9 a.m. So we're experimenting with different times, but I'm so thrilled that you joined me this morning. Liz, Renee, everybody else that's been watching, thank you so much. It means the world to me. And leave your comments below. Leave recipes and links and that sort of thing. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.